Dear student, today we are discussing the class 10th level chapter, and the chapter name is trigonometric ratio and trigonometric identities. This is the second part of this chapter, and first part video we are discussing the first part of this chapter, and today we are discussing the second part of this chapter. So in this part we are discussing the standard value of sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, coses, and after that we are discussing some important example of this chapter. So one by one we are discussing. At first we are discussing the standard value of sine, cos, tan. 0 degree or 0, 30 degree or pi by 6, 45 degree or pi by 4, 60 degree or pi by 3, 90 degree or pi by 2. So one by one we are discussing sine, cos, tan and so on. The sine, this is the cos, this is the tan, cot, sec, coses. Now, in the very first beginning, we are discussing the value of sine. Here, we are putting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The maximum is 4. So, divide all with 4. This is the division, all with 4. And put the root of all. This is the root, this is the root, this is the root, this is the root, this is the root. So this will be 0, this will be 1 by 2, this will be 1 by root 2, this will be root 3 by 2, and this will be 1. So the value of sine 0 is 0, the value of sine 30 is half, the value of sine 45 is 1 by root 2, the value of sine 60 is equal to root 3 by 2, and the value of sine 90 is equal to 1. Now this will be the opposite direction value, and sine, the value of sine is an opposite direction of cos. So the value of cos is, this will be 1, and this will be root 3 by 2, and this will be 1 by root 2, and this will be half, and this will be the 0. So we are using the value of sine to find the value of cos. So the value of cos 0 is 1, the value of cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2, the value of cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2, the value of cos 60 is equal to half, and the value of cos 90 is 0. Now we know that tan theta means sin theta by cos theta. So 0 by 1, this will be the 0, half divide with root 3 by 2, this will be 1 by root 3. Now division of these two we get 1, now division of these two we get root 3, and the division of this one, this will be 1 by 0, this will be undefined. Now the value of cot will be the opposite direction of tan. So this will be 1 by 0, this will be root 3, and 1, this will be 1 by root 3, and this will be 0. So the value of cos 0 is equal to undefined. Value of cos 30 will be root 3. The value of cos 45 is equal to 1. The value of cot 60 is equal to 1 by root 3. And the value of cot 90 is equal to 0. Now, sec means 1 by cos. So, this will be reciprocal. 1 by 1 is equal to 1 by 1 is equal to 1, and this will be reciprocal 2 by root 3, and this will be reciprocal root 2, this will be reciprocal, and now this will be. So, the value of sec 0 is equal to 1, the value of sec 30 is equal to 2 by root 3, the value of sec 45 is equal to root 2, and the value of sec 60 is equal to 2, and the value of sec 90 is equal to undefined. This is the undefined sign, and this is also the undefined sign. And now sec will be the opposite direction of coses. So coses will be undefined, this is undefined, and 2, this is the root 2, this is the 2 by root 3, and this is the 1. So the standard value of sine, cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec is this way, and this is important for the board exam as well as the competitive exam. And now using this value we are discussing some important example for this chapter. Okay, now we are discussing the first example of today's section. The first example, suppose cot 30 divided with sin 30 and plus of sin 45 division with cos 45 plus of tan 60. Find value of this. Then in the solution section, cot 30, sin 30, sin 45, cos 45, tan 60 is there. So we are using the standard value. The value of cot 30 is equal to root 3. The value of sin 30 is equal to half, and the value of sin 45 1 by root 2, the value of cos 45 is 1 by root 2, and tan 60 is equal to root 3. Then root 3 into, this is the simplification, so 2 root 3, and this will be the 1, this will be the root 3. So 3 root 3 plus of 1. This is the value of this given. So this is a complete of first example. Now we move to the second example. Now this is the second example of today's section. The example is root under 1 plus cos 30 divided by 1 minus cos 30 is equal to sec 60 plus of tan 60. Now, so LHS is equal to root under 1 plus cos 30 divided by 1 minus cos 30 degree. So, putting the value of cos 30, we know that value of cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. So, we are putting the value of cos 30. Now simplifying, we get 2 plus root 3 divided by 2 and 2 by 2 minus root 3. Now 2 is vanish. Now multiplying with 2 plus root 3, 2 plus root 3, and this will be 2 minus root 3. So After calculating, we get 2 plus root 3 divided by 1. So this will be 2 plus root 3. This is the LHS. Now RHS part, and the RHS part is sec 60 plus of tan 60. The value of sec 60 is equal to 2 and the value of tan 60 is equal to root 3. So LHS, this is the LHS and this is the RHS. That is LHS is equal to RHS. This will be proved. So the given condition, this one and that one is equal. So LHS and RHS is equal, which is our equal result. This is the complete of second example. Now we move to the third example of today's section. This is the third example of today's section. And the example is find the value of x, whereas x multiplied with sin 45, multiplied with cos 45, multiplied with tan 60 is equal to tan square 45 minus of cos 60. So in the solution part, x sin 45, cos 45, tan 60 and all are degrees here. Tan square 45 and cos of 60. So putting the value of sin, cos, tan, we get so after putting the standard value of sin, cos, tan and then calculating, we get the value of x is equal to 1 by root 3. So the value of x for the given expression is 1 by root 3. This is a complete of third example. Now we are discussing the fourth and the final example of today's section. Now we are discussing the fourth and the final example of today's section. And the example is 2 cos square theta minus 3 cos theta plus 1 is equal to 0. Then find the value of theta. Whereas 0 degree less is equal to theta, less is equal to 90 degree. So in the solution part, 2 cos square theta minus 3 cos theta plus 1 0, and after processing middle term we get this 2 cos square theta minus 2 cos theta minus cos theta plus 1 is equal to 0. Taking common 2 cos theta from here, we get cos theta minus 1 and this is the common one, then we get cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Now 2 cos theta minus 1 and cos theta minus 1, this is the 2 factor. Now either 2 cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0 or cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Then 2 cos theta is equal to 1, cos theta is equal to half. And we know the standard value of cos half is cos 60. So this will be cos theta is equal to cos 60. That is theta is equal to 60 degree. And here cos theta is equal to 1. Then cos theta is equal to cos 0. because the value of cos 0 is equal to 1. So theta is equal to 0. So the true value of theta is either theta is 60 degree or theta is 0 degree. So the value of theta either 60 degree or 0 degree. So this is the complete of this example. Hope the student discussions and the example will help you to understand this chapter, and when in future for your board exam as well as a competitive exam, this video enrich your knowledge about this chapter and help you to understand this chapter better and help you to solve the problem of this chapter.